Welcome back to KyTalks. It's Key be talking. Hey y'all, I know it's been a minute, but I'm here alive and well, and I hope that all is well with you all. I'm to come on here and speak about a topic because the last time I tried to record this, it had no sound. So we're gonna try to get it back out. So the topic of this KyTalks is called trauma. Trauma is a deeply disturbing or distressing experience. I've been led to talk about this topic because the amount of healing that I have to go through in order to help heal the trauma that I've been, like the disturbing experiences I've been through. And I just wanted to express like how I've gotten through it. First and foremost, I want to say that I feel like the trauma that I've gone through is passed down in the bloodline. Like, this is something that I didn't create within myself. This is something that my great-grandma, great-grandma, great-great-great-grand, everybody done passed it down to me. Because nobody had the balls to handle whatever needs to be handled within our bloodline. I get it. I understand life is life be life, and sometimes I don't even want to heal through those traumas, but I can't imagine myself not doing it. Staying the same, like, oh my gosh, I'm still here, I'm still dealing with this, I'm still going through this, but I'm not doing anything to heal it. I just feel like healing is very, very necessary with dealing with trauma. There's a lot of trauma that I've dealt with that is a result of my anxiety and my depression. I mean, a lot of it. Like I said, I feel like a lot of this is passed down. Finding out ways to deal with it and figuring out how can I heal from this situation, or how can I heal from this situation. I just found myself dealing with a lot of trauma like the past couple of weeks. Not currently, because like I said, I recorded this like probably a week or two ago and there was no sound, so I had to come back and record. But like I said, trauma is serious. It's something that nobody wants to talk about. It's something that we have to understand that everybody's gonna go through. Like, your trauma could be this small, his trauma could be this big, her trauma could be this big, my trauma could be this big. So it all just depends on the person. It just depends on the person also how they want to heal. I'm just trying to think back at the time when I was talking about trauma, because I was really going through it. That I'm dealing with the trauma and it's triggering the little Kiana. And whenever it triggers the little Kiana, I know that it's serious. It's a big deal. Because now we're dealing with something that is bigger than me. When it's the little Kiana that's suffering. And I feel like that's a beautiful part about healing, is that you can realize like what part of healing that you're dealing with. If you're healing the current you, the adult you, the teenage you, or the little Kiana you. Trauma is serious, and trauma will have you by the neck, and it won't let you go until you say, hey, I'm tired of feeling like this. I want to feel better. How can I heal? A lot of people don't want to heal. That's why people choose to stay the same, and they don't want to change their ways and stuff like that. It's because the trauma is very, very overwhelming. I get that. I felt like that's what I had to deal with. Growing up in my parents' household, I felt like my mom and my dad did not express their trauma. So they walked around like zombies, trying to deal with the trauma, or probably didn't even realize they were dealing with trauma. And they passed it on to us. Now, I wish I knew my parents' trauma. I wish I knew their disturbing experiences a lot better. That way, when I got older, I knew how to deal with it, or how I should go about it. But I just felt like I was dealing with it head on. Like, okay, boom, this is what you're going to deal with, how you're going to deal with it. And at the time, like, I couldn't even go to nobody, because it was just, I learned that it was just me and God healing through this. So, yeah, it was very, very, very disturbing, the experiences that I had to go through. And I learned that is passed down to me. Like, how disturbing can that be? That's rude. Like, I just feel like I would never do that to my kids. My daughter is at that. Because I did feel like I had to go through life as a black woman alone. Like, I couldn't call, like, hey, how do you get through this? How can you, go through this? And how do you handle this? And this and that. Like, it was literally me and God dealing with my trauma. I will express more about healing trauma, because I actually have like some experiences telling my story of how I dealt with trauma. I think that'll be very interesting and very healing at that. But I just wanted to share this little topic with you guys about trauma. There will be more parts to trauma. And remember, it is a deeply or distressing experience that happened to you. So if you can think of any experiences that happened to you that were distressing or disturbing or anything, and it comes about, and now you're ready to heal. Like, now's the time. Because we're not getting younger. We're getting older. Okay? So, thank you for listening to KyTalks. It's Kibi talking.